Okay, we are live, and the only thing that is distressing right now
Is everything?
is that my lipstick supposedly is too orange.
Definitely too orange. I literally just told it like 12 seconds ago before
It's okay.
before showtime. I said, "Wow, what's with the lipstick? It's very orange."
Willie.
Hey,
Yes,
Willie.
happy Thanksgiving
to
gobble,
you.
Gobble. All right, so this is a last minute because we have not been live for a while, and there's a reason for that.
Because I was doing things like working on Willie's file and other files, and and SBA complete insanity. So driving me nuts. Am I talking too much?
Yes, you just told me that I had to be doing all the talking, so now you're doing all the talking, but that's okay. So
you literally told me I should do all the talking.
Okay.
But she kicked me under the table. Willie, what am I going to do?
So there's a couple things going on tonight that I want
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael. That I want to forewarn you about. Number one, like Willie, we are focusing on Willie and lots of Willies. Okay, so we are winding down our enterprise here at Aurora Consulting. So we're not going to be readily accessible, which is why we wanted to go live before the holidays and wish you not only a gobble and safe and a prosperous holiday season.
We want to tell you why you should be thankful for the SBA EIDL program.
Whoa.
I know that sounds insane.
Wait,
did Trevor the nasty Scottish loan officer actually say that out loud about the SBA?
No one is understanding that.
I did.
Explain,
hello,
Lucy.
Mickey.
Explain, Lucy.
So we want you to be thankful because for all its faults, all its chaos, confusion, lack of transparency and guidelines and guidance, actually the SBA has helped millions of small business owners like you. SBOs was what I'm going to call them for the rest of the night. SBOs, small business owners like you all, with funding that you needed to survive this nightmare of COVID-19. That doesn't mean we're all out of the woods yet. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight's show.
Yes.
This is what I said to Linda a few minutes ago. I said, we're going to call tonight's show the Moment of Truth show. Because if you've watched any of our other videos and you've been following us, you know that we tell it like it is.
Yes.
We
painfully so. People don't want to hear sometimes what we have to say.
And that's what we're all about tonight. There are going to be folks out there who don't want to hear what we have to say, and we don't care. We don't care because we've gotten nearly $25 million in approvals between EIDL, PPP, Restaurant Relief Fund, and other CARES Act related grants and funds, etc. But most of that, 25 million, is EIDL. And we've gotten that for clients since March of 2020. Okay. So
whoa.
We kind of sort of know Chad, nice call, Chad. So tonight's show is what we call Moment of Truth. We started our day today with a client who said to us,
oh God,
after receiving a declination letter last night, a BS, I'm going to say it out loud, a bullshit declination letter from the SBA.
This is not made for kids.
SBA said lack of activity, except I literally just uploaded documents 3 weeks ago. So, okay. So he's a product of SBA's dysfunction. The thing we know here in our moment of truth is that if you stay patient, persistent with the process, and you get the right person, so 4 Ps, you will be successful. But this client instead sent us an email.
No.
Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Zeke. You are absolutely right. Telling people what they hear, what they want to hear, gets no results.
Yeah.
And so this client said the most disgraceful things to us in an email. He said, I've seen on Reddit that people say you should call the SBA every day.
Every day.
And my friends are telling me you're giving me terrible advice.
I love it.
So, Linda Ray, why are we here for the moment of truth?
Oh, okay. So, all right. All right, so let me gather my thoughts because I'm still like reeling from this email this morning that was completely bullshit.
Hi, Isabel. T. Bowman, how are you?
So there's a couple things going on with the SBA, and we're here tonight to talk about when you get a declination. And I want to say there is some good news about when you get a declination, okay? So just hang on with me as I lead you on to know that there's some good news that even if you got a declination, the SBA doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. They don't know how to read financials.
They don't know how to do fifth grade arithmetic. 5 plus 4, 9.
They don't read their own forms that they require when you're making changes to your original application. The original application is almost, I mean, depending on if you applied in March or April, we're talking about it could be anywhere from how many months, like 12 months to longer. You can't touch my screen.
Oh, I can't. Shit.
Oh, yes. We switched. That's hilarious.
I tried touching the screen on her MacBook, except it's only the iPad.
We want to keep you guessing.
Why is it I don't have the...
Am I Trevor?
Why
am I Linda?
Why don't I have the feed on my iPad tonight so I could touch the screen and put up the comments?
So the thing is that what, like, okay. All right, so here's the reality check. SBA it's a disgrace. There are more people waiting than you have no idea. You are not alone. I'm not saying that for you to be like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. So, misery loves company, or commiserate with, blah, blah, blah. Stop. Why are you doing this? Stop with on my computer.
I'm enjoying this.
But just like the client that emailed us today that Reddit knows better, we have been doing this for 20 months. We have seen everything.
Hundreds.
We have done
hundreds
everything.
of interactions.
We have
thousands of pages of documents submitted,
we
reviewed,
have reacted
submitted
to every client's request. I need you to submit it right now.
Nadia. Let's talk about poor Nadia.
Okay.
By the way, I love the name Nadia Serenity. Okay. Is that like Serenity, the science fiction TV series, which was one of the best science fiction shows ever? In any event, Nadia, I was approved for a loan modification. Everything was approved, submitted. I was waiting up to sign loan docs, and then I received an email declining because of withdrawal. Nadia, believe me, we feel your pain. That's why we're here tonight. So Nadia, what we want to share with you and with Demi Hoodies, who said the same thing about stopping calling and so forth, okay? Don't stop.
Don't stop.
I have zero respect for the SBA's declination letters. I learned this early days. I'm talking about summer of 2020 when we had clients getting declined, and I would look at their file and go, wait, what?
Okay.
I'm a 30-year veteran.
You said I'm going to do all the talking tonight.
Okay.
So let me interrupt you because that's going to happen a lot tonight. Nadia and Demi Hoodies and all of you that are still hanging on because
Chad and Mikia and Willie.
Let me just say this. It doesn't, the only thing that matters is, yes, you're not getting your money soon enough. We understand that, and we don't want to diminish that as a general.
Hi, Kathy Lee.
But I'm going to tell you this. It doesn't matter what they say. You keep fighting. You keep submitting the reconsiderations. We have a whole playlist on EIDL reconsiderations where you just keep emailing them with anything to resurge, resurrect. What's the other word? To just bring it from the dead.
You're looking for another R word because I know how you roll. All right, so let's talk about alliteration since that's what Linda loves.
I love it. I love it.
Willie Ramirez.
Yes.
Okay.
Gobble, gobble.
If you have watched us before, you've heard of my 3 Ps: patience, persistence, process. This is the valuable lesson I've tried to share with all of folks who have tuned into our YouTube videos and with our clients who have hired us. And I've learned this from my long experience as a mortgage banker. There's a process. And if you are patient and persistent with the process, you'll be successful. But tonight, we're going to add one more P.
Ooh.
Person.
Person/people.
People/person. I had a conversation with a wonderful veteran SBA loan officer a few weeks ago.
Do not give up, Michael.
Do not give up, Michael. No, Michael. Michael Wong. You nailed it. That's the topic of tonight's show. Don't give up.
They want you to give up.
It's a federal bureaucracy populated by many, many awesome people, but also many, many complete blankety blank idiots.
Yeah.
Michael, do not give up. That's why we're here tonight, to encourage all of you, whether you're our client, you're tuning in, like Willie and Kathy Lee and Chad and Mikia, and you're staying with us, or you're working on your own, like Hoodie and Nadia and Michael. Do not give up.
Okay, one of the reasons why we put the thumbnail for the promoting of this was it said declination reasons. The reason we put that there is to not give up. It doesn't matter why they declined you. They don't know. They don't know. Just like when we were doing all of our wave of live videos in when did they have it? August or July, when they had that mass cleaning of house with the declination letters.
They do that. It looks like they do that around every 90 days. So it looks like they're doing that right now, by the way.
Yes.
Because we've had 2 declinations in the last 24 hours that make no sense. One was for lack of activity. Meanwhile, I'm the one doing the activity, and we track it in our CRM, our client relationship management software, and I have activity. And the one yesterday was
we track everything.
The one yesterday was declined because you've already received enough money. You can't get more money than we've already given you, except I did the math, which the SBA finally published after nearly 2 years on September 8th. And the math says you take gross profit times 2, and that's how much of a loan you get. And this client is entitled to $1.7 million. And she got $500,000. And yesterday she got declined saying, oh, no, you've reached the maximum amount.
So
that's why we don't respect.
By the way, all of our videos, the live shows are not my favorite, because then I
prefer the live shows.
Well, the live shows are fun because we get to
like the videos.
Interact.
No, because you like sitting in front of this thing for 3.5 hours, editing these things and adding sound effects and crazy memes. And you know it's true.
I do like the sound effects and all the memes.
I like talking to people like Zeke live.
But this is the thing with our live show. You have to hear the dead air and the ums and ahs. And this is the thing that we try to convey, and we have to think about it because we're live. But everything that we have encountered, we want to share with you in real time, because it's important for you to understand that this process is completely dysfunctional. So it's not your fault.
Let's talk about some real time. Isabel.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. Isabel. Hold on. Okay. Stop. Let me do this. I got this. Because I have Isabel, I have somebody else.
No,
so Isabel, first of all, the picture of you and your guy, the two of you are adorbs. Okay. ADORBS. That was her. That's a Linda Ray word. She made that up on Facebook about 10 years ago.
Adorbs. I did not.
All right. Well, she stole it from somebody else, and I stole it from her. Isabel, the two of you are adorable. Adorbs. All right. Isabel, you're in recon since July. Wow. Jumpstart your program.
I need to have you do this so you're not touching my screen.
I'm totally touching the screen.
I don't want you to touch my screen.
Hi, Erica. Okay, we lost. Okay.
What?
I lost because you moved things around here, woman.
I didn't move
you did. Stop. There was 2 of them. I want to put up Isabel and I want to put somebody else.
You can't put 2 comments up at the same time.
I'm aware of that.
Wow, this is not good.
Brad Mills, not giving up. Not giving up.
Give up, Brad.
Rightfully deserve. It will happen.
Thank you for
don't give up.
Understanding and being patient.
Tom Ewing, don't give up. I'm looking for the other one. I can't find it. Oh, there was another.
I need you to move your fingers.
Can you scroll up to the top here?
Yes, move your fingers and stop touching my shit. What?
Percy Flores. Hit Percy Flores right there.
Percy
right here. Okay, so Percy.
Okay.
So Percy's question is a classic question which arises out of SBA's complete incompetence and dysfunction.
Yes.
Because you would think that you would be able to call SBA, Percy, to ask this question, or go to the SBA website to get an answer to this question. You know, I helped one of our clients file an LLC today. He's opening another restaurant here in Connecticut, and we're his consultants. And I went into the IRS website, and it took me 7 minutes to get an EIN. And the IRS has one screen after the other, which walks you through the process and says, oh, wait, but you said there's more than 2 members, which means we're going to do this and do that. And everything is clear. And if you read it, it's right there. Percy, you're not alone. Nobody at the SBA tells you how to fill out the PO-22. So Percy, I'm a loan officer. I'm going to tell you how to fill it out.
Well, we did a video
Percy,
on it.
well, I'm going to tell Percy right now, but please, Percy, if you find this information useful, folks, by the way, we want to hear some love. Go to our Google review page and write a review, folks, because we just don't get enough of that. So please do. But Percy, what you got to do is put in $2 million into the dollar value box and send the PO-22 because the idiots at the SBA
they don't know.
Are not giving you guidance. So Percy, put $2 million in because
the link to
the reason, Percy, let me tell you the logic behind this as a loan officer. Since you don't know your final loan amount yet because a loan officer has not interacted with you, you want to put in the maximum allowable. So if you read the language as like with an attorney brain, the way I do, you'll see that it basically $2 million is the right number on a PO-22. Unless you are directed by a loan officer in the future who says to you, Percy, you're eligible for, what? That's not Percy who gave us $400.
That's JMR. Who is this anonymous donor?
Dude or dudette, who are you? Happy Thanksgiving.
My God. Gobble. Where's the big turkey right now?
Okay, JMR, I'm totally raising the bottle of Cava.
JMR, thank you. Honestly,
definitely,
that is
okay. I want to go back. I want to go back to the PO-22.
I'm going to leave this up.
So, folks, here okay, Lynn. Okay, take a step back, take a deep breath. All right, I'm going to give you a sound bite so you can do a video of this. PO-22. When filling out the PO-22, put $2 million into the numerical value box until such time as you are directed by an SBA loan officer to change it. You must submit a PO-22. Therefore, until you know what the loan amount is, put $2 million, which is the maximum allowable loan amount at this time. And if you read the legalese on that form, that's basically what it's asking you to do. If a loan officer reaches out to you in the future while working on your file and says, I need you to change it, it'll take you 14 seconds to change it, to docu-sign it, and send it right back to the SBA with the correct loan amount. By the way, they don't always do that. As classic with the SBA, there is no consistency of standards along the SBA. There's no consistency at all. I've had loans approved with a PO-22 that said $2 million. Meanwhile, the client was not eligible for more than $25,000. I've had situations where the loan officer contacted me and said, Trevor, I need you to change the PO-22 to $334,600 because we will not accept it at $2 million. Really? Because I've had you folks accept it before. So that's what I mean. No consistency. So my guidance to you on a PO-22, Percy, put $2 million in, send it in, get it in there, and let them come back to you if they want to change it. Now, JMR, again, thank you.
JMR, I mean, honestly, I got to tell you, wow, I'm speechless, and I'm hiding back the tears of the joy, of the gratefulness.
JMR, we're thankful for you. Jeff, how many? As many indefinitely until you get your money. And forget about appeal. Folks,
it doesn't matter.
Let's get the word of appeal off the table. Just send your email into pdcrecons@sba.gov. Don't even put the word appeal in. They don't know the time of day at the SBA.
Stop it. They really actually are just, I think, by the way, all right, so here's a justification for why. So we have a CRM, and our CRM sometimes
client relationship management software package.
So we see everything. We see when you visit our webpage. We see when you don't nudge me.
Don't give it all away.
I'm going to give it away because they're going to see it anyway because we have workflows. You get an email.
Okay, it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
No, I'm going to tell you. Stop it. I'm going to tell you because
I'm going to cut you off. No more champagne.
No, we're winding down our EIDL.
No more kava for you.
We're winding down our EIDL business, but in the meantime, we have this souped up CRM just so that we can understand like what the progress is with people. And the thing is that with the SBA, they have a CRM too. And the more times that you communicate with them, the more often their CRM,
it thickens your file.
And they can't find your latest.
T. Bowman. Why are all the SBA customer service giving you different information every time we call?
They don't know.
There's two reasons.
They don't know.
Number one, so when people hire us and we charge the maximum fee that the SBA allows, which is $2,500. And I promise you, we do $20,000 and $30,000 worth of work because that's the SBA definitely gives me more work to do every day. Can we go back to T. Bowman? I'm sorry. Sorry, Percy. I want to go back to T. Bowman. How do we get
gobble gobble?
Gobble gobble. Okay. But I stopped calling the SBA a long time ago for two reasons. Number one, I was getting information which was inadequate, inaccurate, contradictory at every turn. Number two, as we started to use our CRM more often, so when I'm working on a file, like working on Mikia or Willie or Chad, who are here with on the show tonight, who are our clients, if I look in their file, it can take me literally 10 or 15 minutes to find as I scroll through. I have to scroll through all the emails, scroll through all the notes, all the contacts in the file to find the one piece of relevant information. And these folks are paying us. So I will spend the time because I'm their advocate. I'm their paid advocate. But if I'm a government employee who's got a supervisor breathing down my neck to clear a file off my desk, and I've got an electronic file on my computer laptop that is just filled with phone calls. T. Bowman called on November 12th. T. Bowman called on November 12th 13. At 3 p.m. T. Bowman called 14. At November 12th 15. At 7 p.m. We're still on November 12th. 17. T. Bowman submitted a 4506. We didn't ask for it. Here it is. Do you know what it takes? It's a nightmare to sort through this stuff. So that's why we tell people, stop calling the SBA. And this was the big dispute with the client who sent us the email last night.
People did not like to hear that.
And he basically accused us of not doing our work. He said, I told you we should have called the SBA. And I said to him 2 months ago, I said, calling the SBA is a waste of time.
We have gotten approvals on clients. Let me just clear the record.
We're talking about Jimmy and Melissa?
Now, there are more than that, more than Melissa and Jimmy. We have clients who have gotten approved after waiting 15 months, 12 months, 11 months, 10 months.
And they got the money.
Months, 7 months, 8 months. I can keep going. And we didn't call.
On Jimmy. So Jimmy is a client who was recently.
Oh, you're going to tell him when you called? So you had to hang up on the person?
Jimmy was a client who was recently approved for $500,000. He filed his application, as many of you did, in April of 2020 when COVID first started and the EIDL program first rolled out. He was declined. On his own, from May of 2020, when he was declined, until April of 2021, when he hired us, he attempted to get a reconsideration. He failed. He hired us in April. 4 times his file was declined. In one of those instances, I called the SBA loan officer right here, right over there, on the right there on our little love seat here in our library. We were working on our laptops in front of some bad Christmas movie because she loves to watch those bad holiday movies. And
I love Hallmark.
I got the email and I called the SBA loan officer. Her name was Annette. She hung up on me.
Yes.
And thus ensued weeks and weeks of back and forth about the tax returns, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, and the client had an idiot for a CPA. That's a whole other video.
That's another.
You got to go to our other channel, Simple Sense for Small Business. Give them the URL, Linda Ray. We talk about small business stuff. We did a podcast about accountants where I throw a lot of them under the bus, and I throw you under the bus for hiring bad accountants. So Jimmy has a bad accountant who's an idiot.
I'm trying to keep my mouth shut here.
So the loan officer hangs up the phone on me. Multiple phone calls. She does not answer. And by the way, if you get a voicemail from me, I've been doing this for 3 decades. I know how to leave a voicemail. Hi, T. Bowman. This is Trevor from Aurora Consulting. Time now is 12:38 p.m. on Tuesday the 12th. And I'm calling regarding client name, blah, 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 incorporated. EIDL number 330001, blah, 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 blah. And if you could please call me back at area code blah, blah, blah. I'm calling in reference to your request for tax transcript bank statement. This loan officer didn't call me back once. Loan was declined. Jimmy was declined 4 times while he worked with us. And he was having a meltdown. He said, if I don't get this money, I will be out of business. And we feel that pain. We're not responsible for it, but we feel it. And
every day
I sent his reconsideration back into the SBA. He was approved 7 weeks ago. We signed the loan closing documents. Now, typically, once you sign the closing documents, you get the money 3 to 5, maybe 15 days. It took the SBA 6 weeks to fund him. He just got the money last week. $500,000. That's why when we have experiences like that, or we have Melissa in California who hired us. She saw these YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And she just wrote a beautiful Google review for us. And they hired us. We filed the paperwork. I never called the SBA once. I never logged into the SBA portal once. Not once. I didn't do any of the things that all those idiots
on Reddit is talking about.
That all the other videos on YouTube, they're all telling you to do.
To Reddit.
All your friends.
No, I'm going. No, okay. I'm going here.
Good. I get to drink champagne. Okay.
I'm going here.
I'm in.
Let me just say this. Okay. You tune in here and we thank you. We really do. The people that should listen to us don't, because they don't want to hear. Okay.
I'm going to pour some more kava for Linda.
The people on Reddit are talking about their experience.
One experience.
Their experience.
One.
Okay. They're talking about what happened to them.
One.
Okay. This means that they got lucky, because we have clients that have already been funded. Yes. So one could say they got lucky. Okay.
I don't believe in luck. You know that, right?
I know you don't, but one could say, because emotionally, let's not discount the fact that we're all emotional about this. When we wake up in the morning and we have a client who tells us that someone on Reddit knows what they're doing and we don't, and they shouldn't have hired us, we're fucking pissed. Oh, I dropped the F-bomb right there. Yeah, I did. I have not done that on a YouTube channel, and I just did. Okay, so that's why
can we address Percy right here? So Percy, thank you.
Oh, you want to cut me off because
thank you.
I'm going to go on a rant?
No, drink some champagne. Percy, let me thank you for your compliment. Yeah, so the YouTubers are saying that you have to calculate the loan amount. Well, I'm sorry. Can you put that back up?
No, you had not Percy's.
No, I did right here.
Did? Oh,
okay. So Percy, the reason those folks are telling you that is because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. I processed government mortgage loans for 3 decades. I've been processing hundreds. We now have over 440?
There's over 400 loans that we've worked on. Okay. He keeps saying clients, and some of them are not clients. Thank God.
So,
but yeah,
we've gotten nearly $25 million in approvals. And that's, there's a new phrase. What's it called? Knowledge expert, knowledge person. There's a new phrase floating around out there about knowledge database person. We are that person, because we are sharing information with you that comes from real experience of hundreds of interactions, not 1 or 2 or 3. So when YouTubers are telling you to calculate the amount, they're wrong. When Reddit people are telling you to call the SBA every day, they're wrong. When people are telling you to submit documents with your story, they're wrong. When they're telling you to send documents into the email at the SBA unsolicited, unrequested, they're wrong. We're right because we've gotten the results and we have looked at what works with the SBA and what doesn't work.
We're a little, someone got funded this week.
Fred got funded. Wait, where's our?
No, we don't have them.
Where are they?
I don't know.
You pulled them off the table. Where'd they go?
They're in the garbage.
You threw them out?
I did because I was going to get new props. We need new
it's too
props.
late. It's too late. We don't have our Fred. We don't have our kazoos. Yay, Fred. Everybody, applause for Fred.
Fred.
Congratulations.
All right, everyone, give high fives to Fred.
All right. I want to talk about
all right.
I want to talk about some
Mark, I'm going to talk to you later, dude, because
I want to talk about some stuff
is now.
So let me first of all, let me talk a lot of you off the ledge. Okay, December 31st. Let me talk you off the ledge. Couple of things. First of all, December 31st, 2021 is the deadline for new applications. If you have never applied for the EIDL, you have until December 31st, and the SBA recommends you submit by December 10th. If you have received an SBA EIDL and you are requesting an increase, you have 2 years from disbursement date to request additional funds. 2 years. So that leads us to the next concern that a lot of y'all have, and that's being bandied about on YouTube, on Reddit, on Facebook, on Twitter, with all the morons who are trying to scare the shit out of you so they can get clicks, okay? I'm not going to scare you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Here's what it is. Think about this for a moment. It's perfectly logical. If the SBA COVID-19 EIDL program exists since March 16th of 2020, which is when it was created, and your loan agreement states that you have 24 months to request additional funding. Your loan agreement says it. Go and read your loan agreement. It says you must request as soon as possible as you know you need more money, additional funds, and you may do so up till 24 months after your original loan agreement. Doesn't it make sense that the SBA would have the money available to fund that? Mind-blowing logical concept.
Okay. All right.
Now, hold on. If you call the SBA, if you watch the videos with SBA representatives, and we know there's another channel where they get an SBA representative, they say until the money runs out.
Come on.
Stop
don't fall
being
for
terrified.
Don't fall for it. Listen, you're a business owner. Did you pay your taxes? Did you pay your taxes? Because if you say yes, are you shaking your head yes? Shake your head yes. Did you file your 2019 taxes? Shake your head yes. Did you show a profit? Shake your head yes. Or I don't know, you can speak to that on that. But and if you need more money because you're eligible because of the math, or name a reason because you're eligible, you're not behind on child support, you're not a member of Congress, you don't have a credit score below
570.
You don't have a credit score below 570, and
hi, Ann.
And by the way, if your credit score is shit before COVID, then maybe you're gonna have to work a little harder. But stop. All right, unless you really need the money.
Okay. Take
no.
Drink some champagne.
No.
All right, listen. All you have to do is the 4 Ps. Okay, it's the 4 Ps. Patience, persistence, process, and people. When I say people, I mean the person at the SBA who's going to work in your loan. You're either going to get somebody who's good, who will get you to the finish line, or you're going to get a complete idiot. If you get an idiot and they decline you or they drive you crazy, just hang in there. Just hang in there and resubmit it. Submit the paperwork. If they decline you, file a reconsideration. By the way, you just stop changing this.
What?
Okay?
I didn't change anything.
Yeah, you did. Stop changing this.
I didn't change anything.
I'm totally taking over this show.
Aaron Cruz, please just hang in there. We're going to get this done for you. If this is the Aaron Cruz I think you are.
It's not.
Oh, it's not?
It's a different Aaron Cruz.
Oh, it is?
Okay. Hi, Ann Cobb. Okay, so
Gobble, gobble.
Linda Ray went and changed it. How do I scroll up on this?
You can just scroll up.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Okay, stop. All right.
He has a Mac. I have a Mac. He doesn't, so he doesn't know how to do this. And why is
T. Bowman? Yes, we are currently taking clients, but you better hurry up because
we're shutting it down.
We're closing our business on March 17th of 2022.
For new clients.
After that, you will not get us at all.
We are shutting this down, not for existing clients, but we are shutting this down.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Zeke. Zeke asked a really good question. All right, Zeke, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Can you please? So the other piece. So I spoke to the loan officer, and she said, Trevor, if you think about it, it's a very simple process. It's a tax return, and it's twice your gross profit. I mean, it's just not rocket science.
It's math.
Fifth grade arithmetic. And so that's why, Zeke, my fourth P, which we're adding tonight, is for person. Because this same loan officer in the same conversation, she said to me, hold on, let me get the quote.
I have no
she said, Trevor, it comes down to who's working on the file here at the SBA. It's truth.
Yes.
Not just the loan officer, whoever's working.
Hold on. I got to dovetail on this because this is juicy shit right here.
Oh, you wiped out all the comments. I can't see them.
No, I didn't. This is the banner section because you don't know. Why is this not coming up on this so you can do it too? Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I asked the same question earlier. Nobody got back to me. I'm going to have to hire an attorney.
No. So this is a reality check for everybody, which is why we say do not give up. When they send a declination, their declination isn't set in stone. We've seen it. We've actually gotten a declination, and then the client actually still gets an email that they're working on the file. Did you hear me? Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
Say it again. I totally forgot about this. It's totally true.
Let me say it again.
Not once, but multiple times this has happened.
I'm going to say it again. Please don't interrupt me. We have gotten where a client gets a declination. And then literally within sometimes hours, sometimes days.
Sometimes 35 minutes. It happened one night before we were doing a show.
Do not interrupt me. Where they say, we're working on your file. We need these documents. Blah, 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 blah. Bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. This is why we're saying. You call them, they don't know. They email, they don't know.
Oh, I know who it happened. It happened with our client, Raheem.
Stop thinking that they actually know what they're doing. Stop giving them so much credit.
Yeah, they don't.
When you are a tax-paying business owner. I'm spitting because hello. Okay.
Here's my ultimate thing for all of you. You're responsible for your success. So instead of reading Reddit, and frankly, instead of watching our videos, I mean, what you have to do to be responsible for your approval is organize your documents. The documents are simple. Make sure your 2019 tax return, it's all the pages as you actually file. Don't submit a client copy. Make sure if you submit a client copy, by the way, Aaron Cruz, I hope you're not the Aaron Cruz who's our client, because if you've written letters to representatives and you're our client, Aaron, we're going to be firing you on Friday.
No.
Because we don't allow that. So hopefully you're not that Aaron Cruz. Anyway.
You already said it wasn't, so.
I don't think it is, but anyway. So let's go back to what I was saying. You're responsible for your paperwork. 2019 tax return. You have a 2019 tax return. If it says client copy, make sure that it's the copy that your accountant actually filed, because I have seen in my long career in the mortgage business, sometimes they can be different. So make sure so it's going to match the transcript. A clear, legible PDF, not a photo conversion of your driver's license and your voided check. Okay? It's that simple. Stay with it. Stay with the program. you'll get approved.
All right. So
Darren Haskins, I called SBA today. They told me I can only get denied 3 times. Darren, if they told me the sky was blue, I would not believe them, Darren.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They make stuff up to get you off the phone. It's customer service 101. How can I get this customer off the phone without them screaming and cursing at me, Darren?
By the way,
that's what they did.
By the way, this is the other thing they're doing. The person who handled your call or your email or whatever the situation was with your fucking documents.
Okay, stop cursing.
Sorry.
No, seriously, stop cursing.
I know. That was the first time I did that. Actually,
that was actually the second time.
The second time this
stop
show
cursing.
that I did that.
It's kind of bullshit when you curse like that.
Wait, what? This is the thing they're doing. They want you to go away because someone's stressed out with their file. They don't know how to read it. Literally.
Isabel, so the answer to that question, Linda will put up the link. You can send in a request. We have what's called an eligibility survey, which we ask you to fill out. Wait, what'd you do? Okay.
Well, I like Aaron Cruz's message.
Okay, I understand.
Hello.
By the way, I know. Listen, if you're watching us, sometimes you might be thinking, oh my God, the two of them like really hate each other. We don't. We're madly in love, actually. And she's the best thing that ever happened to me. Sorry. All right, now. That was actually out loud.
Wait.
I mean, not only did I hear it, but they all heard you.
All right.
They heard you on the microphone.
I will love you in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes.
I got no words.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. So how do we become a client? Linda will put up the link, Isabel. So you have to fill out an eligibility survey. We put folks through Dante's 17 levels of hell because we've had so many terrible experiences with bad clients. We've just become very selective because the SBA, frankly, stresses us out so much. We don't need the stress from our clients. So Isabel and I think Percy was asking also, click on the link, fill out the eligibility survey, and we'll let you know if we'd be willing to take you on. By the way, the eligibility is also for us to tell you, it's kind of like a pre-qualification.
You may not need us.
If we feel we have a reasonable chance of getting you approved, then we'll take you on as a client. But we're not going to take your money unless we feel we have a reasonable chance.
This is the thing that I will say to you that we've prepared. This is a promotion piece. So if you're not ready for that, you can just log off right now. This is the thing. No, I'm not joking because
stop talking like you grew up in the Bronx. Okay, you didn't. You grew up in Westchester, in like a very wealthy neighborhood, by the way.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna tell you like it.
I grew up on the streets. You did not. Stop talking. I do not talk like I grew up on the streets. Okay.
Okay.
People who grew up in the streets don't actually talk like that unless they're in jail. Then they talk like that because that's called protection.
I've been in jail.
No, you have not.
I have been in jail.
You barely even have gotten one parking ticket.
Well, that's true, but
you were in jail for a photo op.
I was in jail because I was visiting the Grateful Dead in the Berkeley Theater.
Okay, we're not having that story tonight. No, we're not having the story. We'll definitely turn the mic off.
All right.
Profit Gamble. I sent in all my docs. They said they waived on the green portal. It's been there for weeks. Yeah. So Profit, what I would recommend you do is send in the same documents to the, I don't know if you're doing an increase or a reconsideration, but send the duplicate set of documents to the directly by email. If you're in reconsideration, you send it to pdcrecons@sba.gov. If you're an increase client, send it to COVID EIDL increase requests at sba.gov. Oh, and by the way, folks, just further inconsistencies and confusion of the SBA, guess what? I get emails asking for documents on reconsideration files, folks who have never gotten a single penny. And the email says, submit your documents to COVID EIDL increase requests. Oh my God, SBA oh wait, hold on. How about the 4506T emails I've gotten in recent weeks? I swear to God, somebody literally at the SBA wrote this email.
Yeah.
And by the way, they don't have their name or signature in it. It says application processing team, all right? Because they're cowards. They're anonymous cowards who won't even put their name on it. Here's what the email says. The IRS does not accept electronic signatures.
What? Hello, that's all you do.
Oh, okay. Or how about this? We have a sole proprietor, files a Schedule C. He or she are the only person in the business, but they file a Schedule C on a joint 1040 personal tax return with their spouse. Here's another email I get. All taxpayers must sign the 4506T. I mean, okay, so you see my anger and frustration? You know, by the way, I'm a loan officer who literally, I have thrown a chair across the sales pit at a mortgage company I worked at the sales manager's office. It went through the door. It hit his desk. I was not there. That was a day when an underwriter was discriminating against one of my Hispanic buyers, home buyers. And I knew it was discrimination, and I called it out for bias. And my manager said, "No, you're wrong. Don't say that. Don't do that." I said, "Don't tell me to do that. I want my approval, and I want my approval in the next 2 hours." And I took a chair and I flung it across. So that's how passionate I am.
Oh my God, Timothy
the SBA, got approved. Hold on. The SBA makes me crazy. But here's what I do for our clients who are here on the show tonight, like Kathy Lee and Mikia and Willie and et cetera. I check my ego at the computer keyboard. Yeah. And I send the documents
except when we got a nasty, except when we get a nasty client, or sorry,
but never with the SBA. Client. Never with the SBA.
Never with the SBA.
Okay, so Timothy, what do we got? Been in risk for 5 months. All right, so Timothy, the amended tax return was the problem. So yes. I would just zip it tight, stop talking about it, take the money and run, Timothy. You got the money. Well, you didn't get it yet. So you should be funded between 3 and 15 calendar days, although we have seen files take longer than that to get the funding hit your account. If there's a problem with that, don't call the SBA. Just wait for the money to come in, Timothy. Okay. What else we got, Linda Ray?
We got
Travis.
No, wrong bank. Nope. Has anyone got paid? Nope. Okay.
All right. This is about a grant. Travis, I'm so sorry to share this with you. We're here to talk about the EIDL loan program. We do not discuss grants, supplemental, or targeted advance.
Especially about bank accounts.
We don't talk about free money.
We have
folks who are here for free money. You have no respect from us. I'm just going to tell you this after doing this for 20 months. Folks who are still trying to get free money, please just sign off right now. We don't want to talk to you. We're not going to talk to you.
Wow.
Okay, just got kicked under the table.
Wow, that's rude and rude and rude. But we actually don't have any answers for you anyway. So
Luis Dorache, we love you too, brother.
All right, so the SBA and not so what?
Okay, Aaron, just file a reconsideration. Listen,
stop.
I send them in all the time. They don't know what they're looking at. They don't read.
Hold on. No.
They don't read the paperwork.
No, let me put it in realistic terms like this. Okay. Let me get so listen to me right now. Okay. Get closer. If you've submitted your 4506T 17 times, if you've submitted your tax return 13 times, why do you think that they're going to not let you submit a reconsideration after 3 times?
You're making the assumption, Aaron, that they're actually reading what you send in.
Stop it.
They're not.
Stop it.
Send it as a reconsideration.
Stop. Whatever they say, it doesn't matter. You're a tax-paying business owner.
So here's the thing. When Isabel Guzman was coming in as the new administrator, I was so excited. If you go back and look at our videos, you'll see how excited I was. And she has certainly made tremendous progress. But really, she has taken over the most dysfunctional federal agency that probably exists. And she can't fix it. It's broken. So folks, the only way you're going to get approved, patience, persistence with the process, and getting the right person at the SBA to review your documents. Stop calling them because you're wasting your time. As we've seen in multiple comments on tonight's show, SBA constantly tells people on the phone information is inadequate, incorrect, contradictory.
All right.
It's a waste of time.
That's not the...
SEMO, I got denied in July, got a call, asked for resolution. Okay, so SEMO, you did not get a call from a loan officer today. What you got a call from was a clerk or an attorney in their post-closing department asking you for resolution. And by the way, folks, this is the latest thing I've seen in the last 2 weeks. They're changing the emails to make it sound like they're trying to help you get approved. They're not trying to get you approved. They want you to file a piece of paper so they can check off a box in their goddamn file, Simo.
Yes.
This document is your resolution. All you have to submit is a PO-22. Put the PO-22 together, put in the amount of your original EIDL loan, and send it back to this moron at the SBA who's telling you she's trying to help you. She's not trying to help you.
Okay. So there you go. And
what about Tulsa Nights?
Tulsa Nights. Yeah, so Tulsa.
Let me read this situation.
This is not good because your bank account.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on a second. Don't talk out of turn here.
Whoa.
I don't even Tulsa. Okay, so folks, if you're going to post a question, we ask you to be very specific.
That's why I'm saying this question.
Tulsa, we can't understand this at all. So please rephrase it. We'll give you one more opportunity to ask this question. Let's go to another question.
But the reason why I answered the way I answered is because we know that if the SBA thinks they've dispersed money to you, to your bank account.
You can't answer this question because it's confusing. We don't understand the question. Timothy, do I file for another reconsideration after I get the money? My tax has been amended as deadline applied. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about amended taxes. If you go back and look at some other videos, you'll know that I have lost my mind about amended tax returns. I don't really understand why anybody needs to amend their tax returns. In my experience as a mortgage banker, I'll tell you, amending tax returns, it's fraud. Tim, I'm sorry, but amending tax returns is potentially viewed as fraudulent activity because what you're doing in the mind of the loan officer or the underwriter is you're changing your tax returns so you can get more money. So, Timothy,
do we understand this? Do we understand this?
Under your EIDL loan agreement, you are allowed to request additional funds within 24 months of signing your loan agreement. If you have filed an amended tax return and you're going to request additional funds, you better have a damn good reason.
Yes. We already said this.
And you better document it. It's not enough to write it and say, well, this is the reason. My CPA made a mistake. Unacceptable.
No.
You have to document it. Get a letter from your CPA signed and dated on his letterhead.
Which means your CPA has to attest that they fucked up.
Stop with the cursing.
Oh my God, I'm totally cursing.
Timothy,
all night.
Uphill challenge. I would say to you, if you don't really need the money, it's not worth the fight. Okay.
We've had a lot of people, no, hold on. I'm going to say this. We've had a lot of people that got in touch with us that said, I amended my tax return. And I point them to the video that we have on file about amending your tax return, which is basically the same thing Trevor just said. If you're amending your tax return, there's a reason you're amending your tax return.
Which more often than not is
because it's 2021. Seriously. It's 2021. No, don't nudge me. No, do not nudge me.
You're kind of losing your mind over here.
I am.
Stuff. Okay, Liku, any idea what the actual weight? No, we have no idea. Sorry.
What is that? I don't even know.
Once docs have been submitted, it can be a day. It can be 6 months.
Oh, no,
it can be 18 months.
We never, ever.
Thank you, John Schrock. Nice picture. You look like a dude from the 70s, like me.
I love
Profit Gamble. I've been increased right here. Profit Gamble.
Okay.
Okay, so profit. I'm increased, sent doc over 4 times before I got any movement. I'll send it again. No, profit. Do not mail documents.
What?
No. Why are you mailing documents? Okay, we heard this from somebody recently. One of our clients, like, oh, should I send a letter to San Antonio, Texas? No.
They got it. They got it on the email.
Do not make your EIDL file thicker. You're making the SBA's job more complicated. No. Send it in by email, clean, simple email. Attached, please find the following: IRS 4506T, EIDL, blah, blah. That's it. Keep it simple.
Okay, so no, don't interrupt me because this is for real. I got to do this. I got to do this.
I'm just going to go back to Tulsa.
Fine, but no, do not interrupt me. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. Seriously, dead air. Okay, because I want you to pause and I want you to listen to this right now. We are winding this down. We are going to be out of business. Why? Because EIDL is going away eventually. December 31st for new applicants, and up to the date of your original date on your EIDL loan, you have until you can file
months.
a reconsideration. 24 months.
Not a request for an increased modification, not a reconsideration. Reconsideration is for a decline loan.
We will be out of business.
Okay.
We will be out of business. No, don't.
Okay,
no,
so let's answer some questions.
No, I'm going to say this. No, don't kick me under the table.
I'm totally kicking you under the table.
No, because I'm going to tell you this.
I'm totally cutting you off,
We're going to be out of business. We are not going to be available to answer these questions.
So Tulsa Knights, honestly, can't help you because wait. I have a bunch of questions.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching anything.
It sounds like, I don't know if you were approved or not, if you signed closing documents. Again, you're not being specific, so we can't really answer your question. We want to, but we can't because you're saying approved, but you didn't say if you signed closing documents or not. And it seems like it happened a long time ago. If you have not received the funds, send a reconsideration request in. I don't really know. We don't know how to help you with that. I'm sorry.
You have to really have your math.
We're going to do some questions real quick. This is lightning round. Michael Wong, transcript? No, never okay. Ever. You cannot send your transcripts or a stamp tax return to the SBA. No, you cannot.
He didn't ask that question.
It is. The transcript from the IRS, okay, right. No.
I don't know what that means.
That means Michael wants to obtain his transcript and send it in. I know what it means because we've had these people ask this question 17,000 times. Michael, no. Unless an SBA loan officer says to you, our request for a transcript came back, no record found, and you can say, well, look, I was able to verify. I got my transcript. Will you accept that as proof so that you can then file another request? You see, the SBA will not accept your transcript, Michael, to approve your loan. A good loan officer might accept it to show that your tax return was filed so that loan officer can instruct what's called the 4506T transcript team to do another request.
Can you answer Mickey's question? Because honestly, you honestly.
Okay, I will get to that. Demi Hoodies, how do I contact? You don't. You cannot contact the loan officer until they contact you. Period.
Wow, you just really want a lightning round.
I said lightning round. What's this?
Well, Mickey has
Baywatch, Orlando. Can y'all touch the business not showing a profit? Okay. Profit has nothing to do with it if you're talking about expenses.
People, we see this all the
gross
time.
Receipts. Gross receipts.
I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this because
I'm going to go off the show in a minute.
No, stop.
Totally. I'm going to go off the show.
No, don't be impatient. We have people that submit surveys all the time to
this is supposed to be a lightning round.
We will. No, we have people all the time submitting surveys and they fill in their information.
Wrong.
All the time.
So Baywatch, Orlando, it sounds like what you're doing here. You're confusing your bottom line net income with gross profit. So let's go back to the short version I was trying to do before Linda rudely interrupted me, which is gross receipts minus cost of goods sold equals gross profit. Gross profit times 2. That's your EIDL loan amount. Stop subtracting your expenses and using net income at the bottom of your tax return.
Let me say that again. Stop subtracting your expenses and using your net profit.
Mikia, answer not only lately, but multiple times.
Stop.
They don't care about the discrepancy anymore. They've moved on.
They don't care.
Okay. And Mikia, yes, there is always hope. That's why we're on tonight's show. We're on tonight's show to tell everybody there is hope. Do not give up.
Don't give up. And
Esther
Aaron Cruz.
I'll come. No, Aaron's gotten a lot of FaceTime tonight. Esther Pfaff, sorry, got turned No. Why do you have to amend your tax return, Esther? No.
What?
Do not amend your tax return. You will never get approved. That's the worst
thing you can do.
Do not.
Why would you do that?
Here's what you do, Esther. Send in not a notarized, but send in an affidavit stating this is the reason why my tax return for 2019 shows what it is. Fill out SBA form 1368 to show your gross revenue for all of 2019, 2020, and year-to-date 2021. Send that in. let the loan officer ask you for the bank statements. This is lightning round. We're doing quick.
Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Oh my
Willie,
God.
I don't see what your question was.
Question is. Why
we'll try to find it.
Why, Willie?
Willie, your file is like moving along in process.
Why, Willie? Why?
Okay. Yes, Glaston, that's why we're on tonight's show. Keep applying. Keep requesting until you get the money. If you have a credit score more than 570 for a loan up to $500,000 and you're an eligible business and you've got gross profit that's in the positive, multiply it times 2, that's how much of a loan you should get, you will be approved.
Can I please say to those who have amended their tax returns?
Thanks, Joe Burke.
Can I say to those who have
Thanks, JMR.
Can I say to those who are trying to amend their tax returns because you have figured out the math? Stop it.
It's fraud.
Stop.
It's fraud.
Stop. Stop it. You had your chance. You had your chance. It's over. It's 2021. Stop it. Unsubscribe to this channel or just tone off now. You do not deserve this money if you, okay, I know you're kicking me on the table because I'm sick of people who are amending their tax returns because they didn't get the money. Okay.
So JMR is right. And folks, if you don't want to make a cash contribution, that's fine. Go to our Google page, our Google business page, and write a review if you found our advice helpful.
Oh my God, I'm turning red. I'm turning red.
All right, we're going to be wrapping up the show soon, Linda Ray. Not to worry. Zeke, what do we got? Came back, no record found. That's because the 4506T was filled out incorrectly, or worse, what we're seeing lately is we're sending in correct 4506Ts, and the idiots at SBA are using an older 4506T that either they filled out and you signed, or you submitted incorrectly, and they're sending that in. Yeah. Did you hear? Can you hear me slapping my head?
Not believe what they say.
Submit a new request, Zeke, and send in a correctly filled out 4506T. And if you need help, we've done a video. Actually, we've done several videos, right?
By the way, do not cut me off with this. Do not cut me off with this. I'm telling you right now, because we are winding this down. Except for our clients that are existing in the pipeline, I will tell you right now, we are not taking new clients. December 14th and January 31st. If you want free information, it's going to be over. We will be having our roadmap. No, don't take me out. No. You don't have to deal with the questions and the
That's true.
And the free and the free.
She's
and the
burned
free
out.
And free.
I was burned out. That's why we stopped doing our free phone calls in August, because I was burned out.
No.
Now she's burned out.
We're going to be making available shit that you can buy if you want questions answered, because we are going to be signing off.
Okay, so what that means is if you've never applied for the EIDL and you want to hire us to manage it for you, you have until December 14th. And if you have received an EIDL and you're requesting a reconsideration, you have until January 31st. After that, we're closing our doors, and on March 17th of 2022, we are officially out of business because we're hoping that all of our clients finally by then will be approved and funded.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Michael, why your loan officer is doing this is because your loan officer is trying to work the file for you. This is what I said a moment ago.
That's good.
If the loan officer says to you, hey, our 4506T came back, no record found. Do you have a transcript? Okay. By all means, get a transcript and send it to the loan officer. But please understand, it does not mean they're going to use that transcript to approve you. What it means is she will then take that transcript and say to the 4506 transcript team.
You want a minute?
I'm good. She'll say to the transcript team, hey, listen, look, I got a transcript. This guy actually did file his tax returns.
They want this off
We
their
just had a
desk
client recently, the one I mentioned earlier, a guy named Jimmy. He got $500,000. The loan officer, Annette, way back in May or June, said, we're declining your loan today because you did not file a tax return, which just blows my mind when these SBA people make statements like this. I had his idiot of an accountant get me a hold of a transcript. It was not at 1040. It was an 1120. Yes, so it took some weeks to get that. And then I sent it into the loan officer, and she said, okay, we'll have the team request it. Hold on. What if there's a different address
Yeah, exactly. I already said you have to fix it.
What if there's a different address, different in the 40? Okay, so Joe Burke, we've done videos on this, but here's what you got to do. 2019 tax return, whatever that address is, put it on the 4506T. Do not put your current address, because we've seen the idiots at the SBA reject 4506Ts that we have filled out correctly with the client's current address and the previous address that was on the 2019 tax return. And we've got the gatekeeper morons, the SBA, kick it back saying, oh, it doesn't match your tax return. Because they're forgetting that 2 years later, maybe people have moved. So, Joe, what you want to do, take your 2019 tax return, use that side by side to fill out your 4506T.
We have videos on everything we talked about tonight. We already did this. I'm going to tell you this once again, because I already did a video on this. You have to be better than the SBA. We had a client today trying to get approved, and he was like, oh, I changed my address. When were we going to hear about this? When were we going to hear about this?
And we work for the guy.
In your loan agreement, you have to notify the SBA that you changed your address.
Okay, let's finish this on a positive.
How are you not knowing this?
Deep breath. Okay, a couple of positive notes, and we're going to wrap it up.
Read your loan agreement.
We might answer one or two other questions. Okay.
Loan agreement.
So here's our thankful moment for Thanksgiving, because I know it sounds nuts to say we're thankful for the SBA, but it is perfectly legitimate, because actually they've helped millions of small business owners.
Not feeling it right now.
Ignore the declination letter. Ignore it, folks. Ignore it. Do not accept it. File a reconsideration. File 4 reconsiderations. File 7 until you get approved. Next, you will never know the reason why you were declined. Stop trying to figure it out. Remember what that loan officer said to me, quote, it's pretty simple, end quote. If you know that you're eligible and that you've submitted your documents in a clear and organized and professional manner, then you will get approved. As long as you're persistent and you get the right person to work in your file and you keep going until you get that person, you will get approved. Stop reading the declination letters and trying to say, what does unverifiable information mean? I don't know what it means. And I've been a lender for 33 years. Stop.
They don't know either.
Okay, we have some other advice for you. You are the only person responsible to provide the best documents. Instead of watching Reddit, frankly, instead of watching us tonight, instead of looking at Facebook and hearing from your friends who got approved and you didn't get approved yet, spend the time on yourself. Put your paperwork together. Get your ducks in a row. Next. Yeah, you can read about a couple of people on Reddit who either A, called their politician, or B, called the SBA every day, or C, made friends with an SBA loan officer. But that advice that they give you about doing that is wrong. And we're telling you that because we've gotten nearly $25 million and hundreds of files we're working on, and we've gotten approved. Calling SBA is a waste of time. Emailing the SBA is a waste of time. Submitting documents in an organized manner with no storytelling is the only way to get a result. Do not send an email saying, hi, SBA, I'm sending in this 4506T because I checked with my accountant and the accountant told me that it was. Do not. Just send it in. It's a simple process. Keep it simple.
I know there's a percentage of you that are doing that. Stop it.
Politicians cannot help. There are no shortcuts, folks. None. It's a process. If you're declined, submit a reconsideration. Don't take it lying down. Organize your documents and send it in again and again and again until you're approved. We are living proof that this advice works. Jimmy got declined in May of 2020.
Tell the story.
He tried on his own to get approved. He hired us in April of this year. He was declined 4 times while working with us.
Yes.
And I said to him every time, we'll resubmit the paperwork. Hang in there.
Yeah.
I called the SBA on his file only 2 or 3 times because I responded to a loan officer who hung up the phone on me. And I called her back 3 times, left voicemail. She never called me back. I never called on his file. I never submitted extraneous documents. I did no storytelling. He got $500,000 a week ago Sunday. And then we have Melissa in California who hired us over the summer after seeing our YouTube videos. She paid the fee. We filed the paperwork. I never logged into the portal. I never called the SBA. I never emailed extraneous documents. And she was approved for $500,000 and received the funding.
The people are.
We know what works, folks.
Documents that we have. By the way, the reason we know this, we have clients that send us documents we don't ask for
all the time.
All the time. Why? Because
that's how we know you all are doing the same stupid shit.
We know you're doing it. Stop it. Stop. They're looking at your tax return. They're looking at P&L. They're looking at
our clients
bank
send
accounts.
us stuff that they've submitted to the SBA because they just hired us as the consultant.
You're sending emails.
They're sending us stuff, copies of emails that they send to the SBA. You know what I do with them? I delete all of them. I don't even read them.
Stop. You're complicating your situation. You're letting your emotions get in the way, and it's useless.
Thank you, Aaron Cruz.
They don't care.
Happy Thanksgiving, Aaron Cruz. And JMR, I think maybe you get the final word. That's why you hire these guys. We can handle it. Okay? And Linda Ray's not wrong.
What?
Please leave a Google review, folks. Tiny bit of love that we ask you to share with us.
Okay, no, now I'm doing the promotional line. So you need to sign off right now if you do not want to hear how we are going to be managing what we're doing going forward, because this is how we're doing it. We have been managing EIDL since March 2020. We have been accepting clients who decided they don't want to do it on their own because they're tired or they just don't want to deal with the rigmarole of the SBA process. Now actually in September, we created a roadmap to reconsideration. It's $495 and you can DIY that shit. Okay. Curse the third time. Okay.
And if you buy the roadmap for $495 and you find that you're still frustrated, you want to hire us, we'll give you a credit towards our total fee of $2,500.
I love it. People already signed off. I love it. I love seeing how people already signed off on this. But I'm going to tell you this right now. We are signing off except for our clients. If you don't want to buy the roadmap, if you don't want to hire us for the full-time consulting, that's fine.
Yeah, we're winding down our free advice.
We are okay with that. We are not going to be answering your
right, let's wrap it up.
No, I'm going to tell you.
No, we're done. Let's wrap it up.
We're not answering free advice. We're going to be segmenting our roadmap so that if you only need 2202, 4506, 3501, 3502, you can buy all of that separate. And there you go.
Thank you, Chad. Happy Thanksgiving to you also. John, thank you. You're awesome too.
Thank you.
Isabel, thank you. We
gobble.
Going to enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow. My nephew's coming over with a coconut custard pie, my fave. I'm making mashed potatoes and mashed turnips.
Thank you.
We hope you all will have an amazing Thanksgiving. And again,
thank you.
Can't say it enough. Hang in there, folks.
Hang in there. Just don't listen to the SBA with their declinations. Period. Full stop. That's
listen
the bottom
to this
line.
Girl. Right now, I'm encouraging you to actually listen to her right now.
Fighting.
I cut you off a lot tonight, didn't I?
You did.
Am I cutting you off now?
You did.
I am.
Right? You did. There you go. Finally, what I just said. Okay. Yeah. We just had actually.
Thanks, Anna.
We had an SBA agent.
Anna, I hope you're feeling better.
I know. I do too. We had an SBA agent who we were talking to, and they actually said, and I'm not doing this because this is like the end of the show.
Happy Thanksgiving,
if you're
Nick,
even was still with us, like, oh my God, thank you. But we had someone who actually, one of the SBA agents who said, thank God they have you.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Because they were like, oh my God, we don't even know how to handle some of these files. Because some of the files are.
The SBA loan officer said, this client should be very thankful that they found you. And I get that kind of compliment often. I will tell you though, and I'm not trying to blow my own horn about how awesome I am, but I am really awesome at what I do. It's not that. It's that you cannot imagine. Well, I mean, if you're trying to do this on your own, we've had a couple of people here like Michael Wong and Percy and so forth to try and do it on their own. Multiply that times 17,000 because I'm a professional in this business and I know how to submit the documents and I know how to read the guidelines and so forth. Imagine your frustration times 17,000 because I promise you, my poor desk in my office over here at the house gets beaten on a daily basis because of the complete idiocy at the SBA. By the way, she created that word.
It's not a word.
You invented that word.
Idiocy. I love it.
So, but that's why we came on tonight, because I wanted to tell you that even with my experience and knowledge, I deal with the same frustrations and idiocy at the SBA that you all do. The difference is I know the loan will ultimately be approved. First of all, because we've gotten the approvals. And secondly, because I understand the fundamentals of the finance process. And I know if you fit the fundamentals into what we call the underwriting box, you will be approved. And we came on here tonight as a way of saying thank you to all of you for watching us and those of you who hired us. And be thankful for the SBA. Because if you are patient, persistent with the process and you get the right person, you will be approved. We are sure of it. You will be approved. All right. We might do one more video before the year is out.
It's very
about
unlikely.
Folks. No, we probably will, because I do want to come back and talk about businesses that had little or no revenue in 2019 and how you can get approved. Hey, Jamie.
Jamie.
I know, Jamie. I know, Jamie. It does feel that way. Actually, this afternoon, I worked on a file for a client. I submitted his original loan application in August of 2020, and he was declined. And I've been trying to get him reconsidered before you even found us. And we're still working on his file.
Yeah.
We had a client approved and funded for $500,000 2 weeks ago. He started on his own in April 2020, was declined, tried it on his own, and then he hired us in April, and we got him approved after he was declined 4 times. So, Jamie, hang in there.
Hang in there. I just hope that you guys can understand that don't give up hope if you've been declined. Their declinations don't mean anything. I just need you to understand that, to fight, to continue to fight. You're a tax-paying business owner. You don't need to be fearful of whatever.
You're entitled to this
This is not a regular loan. This is not a regular loan. Okay? So for those who are still with us.
Well, because you scared them all away when you said,
No, I scared them away because we're shutting our business down as a consulting agency. We're out of this business January 31st.
Well, for new clients.
Except for new clients.
For existing clients.
We're not doing this anymore. This free information is over.
As I said, we may do one more video before the year's out. But we're really not going to be doing any more of these live videos. No. We thank you all for tuning in. And all we ask you to do is, if you could find time, write a review. Or, if you're out of your mind frustrated and you can afford $2,500, which is the maximum fee allowed by the SBA, then you can hire us.
But we did a roadmap so that you can have Trevor in the back seat while you DIY it, and that's $495, and people still don't want to buy that, and that's fine. So what we did was we excerpted this roadmap to sections that you can buy individually.
All right, let's call it a night.
No,
yes. No, I'm done. I'm walking away.
Wow. Go ahead. I'm not done. Go ahead.
Good night, folks. I'm literally walking away.
You're literally walking away.
This is me walking away.
Anyway, Blueprint series on our website. Check it out.